So I didn't actually intend to cut my hair quite this early, but see, it was uneven in the back. And in the past, I've actually been able to tidy it up by myself. It didn't work this time. So, had to get it cut. But it's all right. I think it turned out okay overall. That's only one thing that happened in the last week and a half. But yeah, hope you guys had a good last week and a half or so since the last video. Let's just get right into it, what I did. So, well, today I'll just say, it was the day off and I took another trip to the coast, which is still beautiful and amazing and awesome. So last night, I'm going to go backwards because the stuff at the beginning I think is the cooler stuff that happened this week. So last night we had a youth group with a church called Junior League of Mary. And this is the second time we went here. I think I might have mentioned it at some point, but it was one of those youth groups where they actually were made up of a lot of younger kids, not the one like an hour and a half away. That one's out in Bannockburn. But this one, just like 15, 20 or so kids ranging from like year 3 to year 9. Quite the big range, mostly the younger kids. But it was a really chill night and honestly really fun, especially because some of them we kind of started to develop relationships with just based off of our time with them already at other retreats. So that was fun and it was really engaging. So that was last night. The day before that, Thursday night, we had a confirmation retreat. When I mean a confirmation retreat, I just mean we had like an hour or so of us going there and kind of talking to these students about confirmation as they get ready to enter the Catholic Church, which was overall a good time. It's different here because I've only been in the church for about 2 years, but I'm pretty sure in the States the regular confirmation process is a lot, like a slightly longer amount of time, like 6 months to a year. For those back in the States, please remind me how long it is. But anyway, the students here, it only takes place over like the course of a month or two or something like that. But anyway, so we had a sharing, we had an activity, and we did that with the students. So that was a good night. Day before that was just a day kind of at home. Actually, the 2 days before that were just days at home, hanging with a team, preparing for ministry and whatnot. So that would have been Wednesday and Tuesday. And Thursday, the following several days were the good days because that's when Matt Fradd was here. And I don't know if you know who Matt Fradd is, but he is this, he's from Australia, but he did Net Ministries back in the day. And then he ended up meeting a girl and moving to the States, lives in Georgia now with his 4 kids and wife. And he basically, at this point, he does just a lot of public speaking and ministry. He has a podcast called Pints with Aquinas. He spends a lot of time going into schools and churches talking about a lot of different stuff. He studied theology and philosophy, or is studying theology and studied philosophy. And he mainly goes and talks about pornography and, the obvious, detriments of that, how parents can respond to that, but also just about, different theological things about, he, on Monday night, he gave a talk at this thing called Theology on the Pub where, people just get together, have a drink, and there's a speaker. And he was talking about, how to logically win an argument without being a jerk. That was the theme for the night, so that was really cool. And over the weekend, Friday through Sunday, there was actually a men's retreat with me and my 2 teen brothers and like maybe 40 some other guys who actually went up to this retreat center up in the mountains, which was really cool, especially because it wasn't, we weren't really doing as much net serving. We helped with, do some cleaning and dishes and grunt work, on the side, but mostly it was just us receiving and getting to experience the retreat, and that was really good. And Matt gave 4 different talks. He gave he gave one on pornography. He gave one about vocations. He gave one about Marian devotion. What that looks like, obviously, that's more of a Catholic thing. But yeah, Marian devotion. And what else? Well, he gave one other one too. I'm blanking on what the other one was about. But anyway, he gave 4 talks. And this guy was really awesome, really inspiring just in terms of, me moving forward in my own faith, but also just in like my own aspirations to do more public speaking. This guy was really, really awesome. So yeah, we actually got to hear him talk Thursday night, just parents, because we were helping out with that. Friday through Sunday was a men's retreat, so we got to hear him talk more then. And then on Monday night as well. So lots of Matt Fradd over the weekend. Yeah, that was honestly just really, really great, really wholesome. Yeah, I tried Vegemite for the first time. That was not intentional, but I was kind of peer pressured into it. If you'd like to hear that story, please reach out to me. I'd love to tell it. Yeah, I think that's mostly what happened over the last couple of days, or last week and a half. Honestly, it was definitely more of a week of receiving than a week of doing ministry. But that's honestly really good, and that's good for a number of reasons, not limited to the fact that this upcoming week we're having another supervisor visit, and actually, I'll tell you about what we're doing in a sec. But first, I want to read this verse, kind of a simple verse from Proverbs 22:4, which simply says, The reward for humility and the fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life. I'm going to read that again. I don't know why I said that. I mumbled some of that. The reward for humility and the fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life. And I say that mainly wanting to focus on the humility stuff. I think I kind of touched on humility a bit in my last video talking about St. Vincent de Paul. But I wanted to bring this up again because there was a very distinct moment on Friday. Oh, yeah. So before the men's retreat that we left for at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, that morning we had a retreat for over 100 grade school kids, and Matt talked there too. And so the context was, Matt was the speaker. They brought in a praise band to do some songs and have fun and whatnot. Keep in mind, those are two things that I love to do. I love to public speak, and I love to be part of praise and worship in a big group. But that was not my role for the day. My role for the day was mingling with the students and doing the work that needed to be done. And I knew that, but I'm not going to lie, it was still a bit of a struggle for me. Because, partly because I would have preferred to have been doing that other stuff because I enjoy it, but also I think there was a pride element in there because, as I say, periodically, I like to perform. I like to, be up on stage and have people's attention. And to see people be doing that, the stuff that I would have liked to have been doing, but instead I was kind of more of the, mingler and, grunt worker in a way. That was definitely a humbling moment, and yeah, just a good reminder that, in the ministry, just a good reminder that in ministry it's not about us. We were definitely still ministering to these students, just not necessarily maybe in the way that I wanted. I would have liked to have been ministering through praise and worship. I would have loved to have been ministering via public speaking. But that day was more about just talking one-on-one with the students and helping with the event in whatever way that I could. So yeah, that was my role for the day. That's where I was. That's where Jesus wanted me for that day, I believe. And yeah, so it was just another really great humbling moment for me personally. So I offer that encouragement to you guys too. If you're ever in a ministry position and you're doing something that's may seem more lowly or just something that you don't want to do, and you see someone else doing the thing that you want to do. Maybe it is public speaking. Maybe it is praise and worship. Maybe it's, I don't know, something else. Different people like different things, but that's what I would have liked to have been doing. That wasn't what I got to do. So yeah, that was what I wanted to share with you guys. So anyway, I think it'll probably be, let's see how long it will be. So today is May 11th my day, 10th you guys, depending on what time you watch this video. So yeah, we have our supervisors are coming to visit us this upcoming week. And then the week after that is at 10 days actually is going to be very long because we are actually getting to travel to Adelaide for about a week. So we drive down to Adelaide, and then we're going actually to Tasmania for a few days as well. So from the 19th to the end of May, we are going to be gone. And quite frankly, I have no idea if I'm actually going to be able to do a video before the end of May. So like I said, it might be closer to 2.5 weeks, or yeah. I might have some free time, but I honestly don't know. So there might be a little time before my next video, but either way, I'm really excited to tell you guys about that when I get back. Yeah, so I think that's all I have for now. As I said, just because there won't be another video for maybe a week or two, don't worry, I'm still going to keep doing it. I enjoy doing this. Hope you guys are enjoying this for the few people who actually watch these. But yeah, I hope you guys are well. Miss y'all, and God bless. Bye.